All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Barakat Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Muam back at you with another lesson. All right, and the title of this lesson is called Wisdom is Too High for a Fool. All right. I was trying to go to sleep, but it seems like I can't go to sleep. Probably because brothers is in the Day of Atonement, so you know how that work out. All right. But yeah, let me go into this video real quick again. One of these videos I got in Instagram, which this one was a very very edifying reel that I ran into, and it hit me, so that's pretty much why I'm making a lesson on it now. But let me bring it out. So let me share my screen.
Yes, is it true that the grass is blue? The lion replied, "True, the grass is blue." The donkey continued, "The tiger disagrees with me and contradicts and annoys."
Second, let me play it from the beginning.
Donkey said to the tiger, "The grass is blue." The tiger replied, "No, the grass is green." The discussion heated up, and the two decided to went before the lion, the king of the jungle. The donkey began to shout, "Your Highness, is it true that the grass is blue?" The lion replied, "True, the grass is blue." The donkey continued, "The tiger disagrees with me and contradicts and annoys me. Please punish him." The king then declared, "The tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence." The donkey jumped cheerfully and went on his way. The tiger accepted his punishment, but before he asked the lion, "Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green." The lion replied, "In fact, the grass is green." The tiger asked, "So why are you punishing me?" The lion replied, "That has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is not possible for a brave and intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with a donkey, and on top of that come and bother me with that question. The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions. There are people who, no matter how much evidence we present to them, are not in the capacity to understand, and others are blinded by ego, hatred, and resentment, and all they want is to be right even if they are not." Donkey said to the tiger, "The grass..."
Yeah, that was the point. That was the point right there. When he said that no matter how much evidence you provide for a person, some people just don't have the capacity of the understanding of things, man. Right? Which at the end of the day, they saw through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Let me grab that real quick. This is Salaki. Let me grab it from here. This is second. This is Matthew 13. Yeah, let's start from the top, as a matter of fact. 13 and 1. All right. This is Yahweh Shai's parable. Okay. Going into the parable of the sower. Excuse me. This is Matthew 13 and 3. And it says, "And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, Salakia, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into some good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. Okay. Now let me grab this real quick. If I can find it. It should be right there, as a matter of fact. Is that the one I want? Or is it the other one? No, it's the other one. Let me grab it from Luke. Matter of fact, you know what it is? It's back actually. Yep. All right. I'll grab it from Luke right here. Because this is basically telling you what that was, the parable of the sower, right? But then it tells you, it explains what the wayside was, all right? Those that fell on the stony and all that, all right? Matter of fact, hold on real quick. If I go back here, yeah, you know, I'll take it from here instead since we were just there. All right. This is Matthew 13 and 18. It says, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, all right, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is which received seed by the wayside. All right, so meaning as fast as they hear this word, is as fast as Satan, spiritual counter Satan, comes and messes with their mind and takes them away from the truth. Right? Even Satan himself, physical counter Satan, all right, on this side, the so-called white man, he'll deceive you. All right, as fast as you gain this word, all right, I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you're a person that just comes into the truth for the first time and you run across a video of GMS or something, right? And then you were edified and everything. It was a great video. But then right after you're done with the video, you'll have you'll have Esau throw like 2-3 Christianity videos at your ass, trying to go contrary to what you just learned in the scriptures, man. All right. So he'll try to, mislead you, misguide you. Okay. But at this moment, we're talking about the wicked one as a spiritual counter Satan. All right. So as fast as you receive this word, is as fast as he comes to try to take you away from the word. And those that get removed, all right, are those that fall by the wayside. Okay. Now this is the stony places, the stony side, right? It says, but he that received the seed in stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy receiving it. All right. Yeah. Because a lot of people, they don't understand how serious this truth is, man. All right. This truth is serious, really serious, man. You cannot play with this word, man. You either come to serve the Lord. All right. You either come to drink the cup of the Lord, or you might as well just continue to drink the cup of the devils, man, because you can't be double-minded. All right. You either going to hate the one and love the other. It's that simple. All right. So those that fall by the stony places, they receive the word, but as fast as they receive the word, all right, and they are joyful of it, here comes the tribulations. All right. Yet it says, yet has he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received, well, that's the point right there. All right. So those that fell by the stony places, okay, are those that received the word. They're happy. They found out that they're Israelites, okay, but they're not ready for the battle. Okay, they're not ready to endure the things that are going to come their way. Because when that fiery trial comes, man, that fiery trial is to basically what? is to test your faith, because every unfortunate situation is a test of your faith. Okay. So a lot of people do receive the word and they hear it, all right, but you can't just hear it. You have to apply to it. All right. Faith without works is dead being alone. Scriptures say that be not hearers of the word, but doers also. So when the persecution comes, that's part of the works. That's part of you doing. Okay. And they're supposed to what? They're supposed to endure unto the end. All right. That's why you got to have the spirit of the Lord with you, man. You got to ask for increasement of faith and endurance, things like that. So you can be able to, conquer these things. Right. So it says, the 21st verse, it says, yet has he not root in himself, but endure for a while. For when trial and tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, all right, because we're going to be hated by all men for his name's sake. All right, we're going to be persecuted for his name's sake. All right, it's a guarantee. The Lord, he ordained it to happen, man. It says because of the word, and by he is offended. Okay, then it says he also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. All right, because like it tells you in 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter, all right, that many have erred. Let me just grab it real quick. This is the 6th chapter and 1 Timothy. And let's go from 6 and 7. It says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. All right. Because people think that wealth is a form of godliness. All right. They think that that's great gain, but godliness with contentment is great gain, meaning that you are just happy with you being able to get by, the food that the Lord provides you that you need, because the Lord knows exactly what you need, man. So what the Lord provides us is enough for us to get by, because when the kingdom comes, we're going to receive everything, man. You see? So on this side, we're not going to get everything, man. You have to be content with just what the Lord provides you with to get by. Okay. And then it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in which drown men in destruction and perdition. All right. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. You see, the riches and the cares of this world is what makes you err from the faith, and pierce themselves through with many sorrows. Okay. Going back. What was I? Matthew 13, man, it's all of a sudden it just started pouring outside. Let's get back down to the sower explained. All right, so it said, he also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becomes fruitful. But he that received seed into the good ground, all right, meaning what? He that receives this truth, plants the seed in his mind. His mind is that ground, man. And then with that mind, you're supposed to what? Break up your fallow ground. All right. And then once you break up that ground, all right, you basically take in this word with all your heart, man. And by you doing that, you're gonna cause your garden to grow. Okay. Matter of fact, let's grab that. I think it's in 24th chapter, Ecclesiasticus. Yep, this is 24 and because you want to continue to grow fruit, grow in this truth. All right. Let's just say take it from 23. Matter of fact. Oof. I'll start from 18. It says, I am the mother of fair love and fear and knowledge and holy hope. I am therefore being eternal and given to all my children which are named of him. All right. And this is talking about wisdom. All right. And it says, come unto me, all ye that be desirous of me, and fill yourselves with my fruits. For my memorial sweeter than honey, and mine inheritance than the honeycomb. They that eat me shall yet be hungry. Yeah, we're going to always want more. All right. We're going to always want more and more, because when you learn the word, see, let me put it to you like this. The knowledge of this world is limited. All right. See, but the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has no limit. All right. His wisdom is forever. Excuse me. All right. So it says, for my memorial, Salakia, they that eat me shall yet be hungry, and they that drink me shall yet be thirsty. He that obeyeth me shall never be confounded, and they that work by me shall not do amiss. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High Yahweh, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage unto the congregation of Jacob. Faint not to be strong in the Lord, that he may confirm you, cleave unto him. For the Almighty Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, is power alone, and besides him there is no other Savior. He filleth all things with his wisdom, as Pison and as Tigris in the time of new fruits. He maketh the understanding to bound like a Euphrates river, and as Jordan in the time of the harvest. He maketh doctrine of knowledge appear as the light, and as Gion in the time of vintage. The first man knew her not perfectly, all right, which the first man was going into who? Yahushua, Adam. No more shall the last find her out, all right, which Yahushua came perfect, all right. For her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep. I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said, I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed. And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. You see, so you're supposed to constantly grow in this truth. All right. You start off as a brook, then you became a river, and then from a river, all right, you turn it into a sea. That means you're filling yourself up with this water constantly, man. Constantly filling yourself up with knowledge. All right. If you're not, growing in this truth, then there's no reason for you to be here, man, because that's what it's about. It's about growth, discipline, all right? Learning how to conquer our flesh and walking in the ways of Yahushua, okay? So now let's go back to the 13th. All right. 13 and 23, all right? But he that received seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth, and some in 100-fold, some 60, some 30, okay? Now, let me go back to Ecclesiasticus. All right, let's grab Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter. All right, and it says, I'll start from the top. It says, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, meaning a good mind, and in simplicity of heart seek him. Okay, for he will be found of them that tempt him not, and showeth himself unto such as do not distrust him. For forward thoughts separate from Yahweh, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when the unrighteous cometh in. Okay? For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For Yahweh is witness of his reins, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue. For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things has knowledge of the voice. Okay, so going off of that, all right, wisdom cannot enter into a malicious soul. And basically what they was just saying in this video, let me go back.
Grass is blue. The tiger replied, no, the grass is green.
Damn.
The discussion heated up, and the two decided to went before.
It's gonna be too long. I thought I could be able to move it closer to where I want it. But when he said that no matter how many times you prove to somebody, show them the evidence, they just don't have the capacity to understand, which at the end of the day, that's all of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, going back to Matthew 13, all right, let's take it from 10. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever has, and to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever has not, from him shall be taken away even that he has. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And it's ultimately because they don't believe. All right, when you don't believe or you turn away the word of the Lord, man, it's going to backfire on you, man. All right, this is Zechariah 7 and 11. 7 and I want to say 7 and actually 12. 7 and 12, it says, yeah, they made their heart. I'll start from 11. It says, but they refused to hearken. All right, they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder, and they stopped their ears. You see, they stopped their ears. As soon as you don't believe or you come with the bullshit and you try to scoff, man, them angels are just gonna close your ears, man. That they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone. Okay, let me go into this word adamant. All right. Actually, let me see what it says. Adamant stone definition.
According to Merriam-Webster, an adamant is an imaginary stone of impenetrable hardness.
Woo!
The word
It says an adamant stone is an imaginary stone of impenetrable hardness, meaning that you can't get to them. They hard-headed as hell, no matter what. All right, you are not gonna break through that wall. All right, that wall is high up. Okay, which that wall is created by the angels in Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai. That's why you're not gonna break through it, because unless the Lord converts you, it's not gonna work for you. All right, it says lest they should hear the law. All right, let's grab it back. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Okay. Now, going back to 13, Matthew 13 and 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. All right, hold on. Another precept that popped up in my head. This is Romans 11 and 13. So Romans. Oh, Slovakia. Whoa. My bad. I'm at 13 and 11. Romans 13 and 11, and it says, actually, yeah, no, I don't want that one. Hold on. Slovakia. I think 11 and 7. Yeah. 11 and 7, and it says, what then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, all right, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber. All right, yeah, because you had King David that prayed for this, man. All right, they had the spirit of slumber on them, basically. All right, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Yeah, because you have the prophets that were literally throwing up curses against these 2/3, man, because they were just wicked as hell. They didn't want to take in and take heed to the word of the Lord. All right, that's why we be hating these 2/3. At the end of the day, we don't literally hate them because they're our brothers and sisters. All right, but we hate the fact that you disrespect the Lord. All right, and we hate the fact that you don't want to take heed of this word, but you'll take heed to everything else in this fucking world. Okay. So David had, prayed that it was made a stumbling block onto them all the way till now. And it has been, right? That's why they can't get this word. Right. So going back to 13 and 13 and 13, it says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their ears they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their mind, their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. All right, because why? Only Yahweh Shai can heal them. All right, and this is written in blood, man. All right, written in Yahweh Shai's words. Only the Lord Yahweh Shai can heal them. It says, but blessed are your ears, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Okay, which at the end of the day doesn't make us better than them. All right, we can't boast. Okay, when we have this knowledge. All right, knowledge can't puff up, like the scriptures say. You don't want to puff yourself up with knowledge. You got to be thankful. You got to be grateful that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is giving you. That's why it says it right after that. It says, but verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Okay, so see, we're a special type of people, man, and that's why we got to constantly praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, call Elohim Lai Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, for being able to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Because not many, even the prophets of the ancient didn't get to see most of the things that we see now, which if you have ears to hear, all right, we are those prophets coming back. All right, the spirit of the prophet is subject onto the prophet. So the things that we left, basically we left, everything set up for us, because through reincarnation, we were going to come back to it. We were going to get back to our lot. Okay. But see, now we have the true understanding of things. All right. And now we're able to, deliver the message. All right. But no matter how much wisdom you give them, or how much evidence, like the lady said, like the guy said, they're just not going to get it. They don't have the capacity. Their mind can't hold or retain all that information in, man. Right? That's how you know that, brothers got spiritual powers, man, because brothers will go out there and hold in all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we've been learning, and we'll go out there and bring it out. All right. But let me grab this real quick. Oh, that's what it was. I think it's in Titus. My shit died. Give me 1 second. Let me get my other keyboard. Actually, you know what? I got my phone. What was it? Oh shit. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Emansha Heretic, KJV. Titus 3:10. Yeah, I was right. Titus. I'm over here trying to type this shit. Hold on real quick, because I don't really use this, so I think it's. Where the hell is it? Let me just go to here. This is Titus. What was it? 3. That's right. 3:10. All right. Yeah, this is 9. 8. It says, by His grace, we should. All right. It says, this is a faithful saying, and these things I will not thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in Yahweh might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself. Okay, yeah, a heretic going into someone that's basically into many books. All right, always coming out with something contrary to the scriptures. Let me see. A heretic, it says, one who causes divisions. Exactly. A man that is a heretic after the first and yep. All right. One that causes divisions. Let me grab it from regular. Yeah. It says a person believing in or practicing religious heresies. All right. And what did the Lord say about heresies, man? I believe that's in, I want to say 2 Peter. Actually, 1 Peter, I think. 4th chapter. 1 second. Oh. What the hell is this? Give me 1 second, Salakia. Come on, bro. Uh, there you go. Second Peter's. That's what it was. It was Second Peter's. My first guess. This is Second Peter's 2:1. All right. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. All right. And you're going to also have what? Antichrist, anti-Hamashiachs, those that are against the word of the Lord, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. That's what a heretic does. All right. Even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Okay. That's the point on that. All right. A lot of people are going to follow you see it now. You don't see people constantly following us, man. Everybody will follow the wicked and do wickedly than to do righteously. Okay. So going back to Matthew 13:17. All right, it said, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them. All right, hold on real quick. This is 2 Corinthians. Yeah. Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians. Oh, I'm over here trying to. 2 Corinthians. I think I got this shit on. 10. And I'll start from 12. Yeah, let's start from. I'll start from 7. It says, do ye look on the things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Hamashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Hamashiach's, even so are we Hamashiach's. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord has given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. For his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech contemptible. It says, let such a one think this, that such are we as we are in Salakia, that such as we are in word by letters, when we are absent, such will we be also indeed when we are present. For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves amongst themselves are not wise. but we will not boast of the things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which Yahweh has distributed to us and measured to reach even unto you. For we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure, as though we reach not unto you, for we are come as far as to you also in preaching the gospel of Mashiach, not boasting of things without our measure, that is, of other men's labors, but having hope when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you according to our rule abundantly. And because at the end of the day, going back to what I was saying, man, we're not going to boast ourselves. We're not better than anybody else, man, just because we have this knowledge and wisdom, man. We're still prisoners of hope. Okay. You boasting yourself is puffing yourself up with that knowledge. Okay. And the Lord doesn't like that. You're not to exalt. You're not supposed to exalt yourself. All right. You got to let the Lord exalt you in due time. Let me grab that. Ecclesiasticus 1 and 18. 18:30. Exalt not thyself, lest thy fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul, Salakia, and Yahweh, and Salakia. And so Yahweh discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to fear the Lord. All right, but thy heart is full of deceit. Okay. So, you don't exalt yourself. You wait until the Lord exalts you, because in due time, all right, the Lord will exalt you. This is 1 Peter 5 and 6, and it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. You see? So you wait for the Lord to exalt you. This is Proverbs 27. Let me grab it on here. This is Proverbs 24 and 7. Yeah, let me grab this. This is 24 and 3. It says, through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. All right, yeah, because that's how you are converted by what's the beginning of wisdom, man? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right, so through wisdom is a house builded. All right, meaning us having the wisdom, the elect, we're building a house, that tabernacle of David. All right, spiritually. All right, but what is also your house? You yourself. All right, our bodies is the house. So through wisdom is our house builded. Yeah, we build ourselves up through this wisdom, and by understanding it, it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yeah, a man of knowledge increases strength. Yeah, and a man that wants to learn is gonna always want to increase in knowledge. All right. Increase knowledge. This is one second. I see the one I'm trying to look for a scripture, but other precepts are coming out that I didn't want. Ooh, let's grab that one. This is Proverbs 1 and 7. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And yeah, that's the main thing. These people don't want to hear the instruction of the Lord, man. Here it is, the Lord instructed it, but they don't want to follow instructions, man. And what happened in school when your ass didn't follow instructions, man? You got thrown in school suspension and detention. Well, it's the same thing with this truth, man. The Lord will throw you there. All right, he'll leave you in this world. Leaving you in this world is him leaving you in detention or leaving you in school suspension for good. Okay, so we got to constantly always increase in knowledge. All right, which the Lord said that in those last days, knowledge will be increased. It says, for by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of thy counselors there is safety. Point. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gates. All right. And you know, going back to what that lady was saying in the whole story, you know, no matter how much you tell these people, all right, show them the evidence and everything, they're not going to be able to have the capacity to take it in. Because why? Wisdom is too high for a fool. All right. It's just not meant for them to have that wisdom, man. All right. That's why the Lord said many are called and few are chosen, man. Not everybody can have this role of being trusted with the gospel, because that's what it is at the end of the day, man. We're trusted with the gospel in hopes that we are, you know, those men, and that the Lord always, you know, provides our mouth and our tongue with the righteous tongue. Because the word, that the answer, what did the Lord say? The preparation of the heart and the tongue is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. But man, I start talking and then I forget about what I wanted. All right. And it's also because I just haven't slept. And it's fucking 8:30 in the morning. But let me read that again. It says, wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. Okay. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, if thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, does not he that pondereth the heart consider it, and he that keepeth thy soul, does not he know it, and shall not he render to every man according to his works? My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste, which that's talking about the wisdom. All right. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. You see, when thou hast found it, there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Okay. Yeah. Let me grab one more thing. That's pretty much the point. This is Ecclesiasticus 16. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, right here. This is the 23rd, 22nd verse, and it says, who can declare the works of his justice, and who can endure them? For his covenant is far off, and the trial of all things is in the end. He that wanteth understanding will think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagineth follies. My son, hearken unto me, and learn knowledge, and mark my words with thy heart, meaning thy mind. All right. I will show forth doctrine and weight, and declare his knowledge exactly. The works of the Lord are done in judgment from the beginning, and from the time he had made them, he disposed the parts thereof. He garnished his works forever, and in his hand are the chief of them unto all generations. They neither labor nor are weary, nor cease from their works. All right, and that's how you're able to tell who has the fruit. All right, who's putting in the work, in season, out of season. Okay, but again, that's the point. That's the point. I'll play this video one more time, and I'll call it a day.
Or the lion, the king of the jungle. The donkey began to shout, "Your Highness, is it true that the grass is blue?" The lion replied, "True, the grass is blue." The donkey continued, "The tiger disagrees with me and contradicts and annoys me. Please punish him." The king then declared, "The tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence." The donkey jumped cheerfully and went on his way. The tiger accepted his punishment, but before he asked the lion, "Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green." The lion replied, "In fact, the grass is green." The tiger asked, "So why are you punishing me?" The lion replied, "That has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is not possible for a brave and intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with a donkey, and on top of that come and bother me with that question. The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions. There are people who, no matter how much evidence we present to them, are not in the capacity to understand, and others are blinded by ego, hatred, and resentment, and all they want is to be right even if they are not." Monkey said to the tiger,
Yeah, that's another thing. Hatefulness and resentment, jealousy. You got a lot of that. That's why a lot of people don't get this truth, because they have that mentality, man, and that's prideful as shit. All right, and that's when one begins to depart from his maker. Okay, let me grab this precept. This is I just thought of another precept when I heard it. I knew once I heard the video, I'll start thinking of precepts. This is Proverbs 12. All right. Proverbs 12 and 15. All right. And it says, the way of a fool, all right, because this is what that guy has said about the lion. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. Yeah, because no matter what you tell them, what you show them, these people want to be right in their mind. That's that strong delusion that the Lord puts on you, that you gonna believe a lie. All right. But it says the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. You see? It says, a fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. All right, let's go to the 13th. All right, in 16, it says, let's take it from 13. It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. All right. That's the point, I think. That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, that you were edified. All right. So, with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Barakat Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. We were well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Oops, Salakia. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. So the next one, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat. Shalom.